Trump lashing out about Epstein, calling the investigation a hoax. Actually, around the exact same time that Jeffrey Epstein survivors were publicly telling their stories on Capitol Hill, pleading for transparency. Here's President Trump today.
From what I understand, thousands of pages of documents have been given, but it's really a Democrat hoax because they're trying to get people to talk about something that's totally irrelevant to the success that we've had as a nation since I've been president.
Wow.
Well, maybe irrelevant to the success, as he says, but of course, relevant to the 1,000 or more victims, relevant to possibly the many men who were in there who were raping children. Well, not a hoax. Jeffrey Epstein is accused of targeting, assaulting, and raping underage girls. That's not a hoax. That's something that needs to be investigated, and everyone should be pounding the table on this. This one isn't hard and it's not complicated. And it's why Republican Congressman Thomas Massie is leading the revolt on this against Trump. As we speak, rallying Republicans to break with Trump and support Massie's movement to force a vote that would allow for releasing every single Epstein document that exists.
I care most about the policy here, not the politics of it. But politically, it's really bad for Republicans. They should just have this vote and put it behind them. 80% of Republicans, it's not just independents and Democrats who want these files released. 80% of Republicans support releasing these files. So they're at odds with our base right now, and particularly the MAGA base.
Massey's being practical, but he's also right there that this shouldn't be political. There's a right and a wrong. And exposing people who assault and rape children is the right side of the issue. If Massey can get...
So, just in case people have not been following this, Jeffrey Epstein, who is deceased now, but very wealthy man, very powerful man, he would get these young girls, 14, 15, 16, he would get them, he would lure them away and promise them modeling contracts, this, that, and the third. But of course, it was a deception. And he would provide these young women to his friends to rape, to abuse, blah, blah, blah. How he lured the women is he used a woman by the name of Ghislaine Maxwell, who is now in prison now. She was the one that would groom these girls and tell these girls all these lies for this. Wow. So Jeffrey Epstein went to prison and he mysteriously was found deceased, but they said it was a suicide. And Ghislaine Maxwell is now in prison. But all the men that did all the raping and all the men who did all the abusing, nobody knows who they are. So they're trying to push for this Epstein client list to come out. But nobody, Donald Trump talking about it's a hoax. It's not a hoax. It actually did happen.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
But sis, here's the thing. Who it happened to, that's who you can't silence. You might be able to hide the paperwork, burn the paperwork, but those individuals, what happened to them has left an indelible, permanent impression on their hearts and in their lives. Mm-hmm. And so therefore, they're going to open up their mouths. What are you going to do now? Silence all of them? Mm-hmm. And see what they're trying to do now. They're trying to instill fear in these individuals so that they will not say anything. But they know who you are. They know who you are by name. They don't forget. And notice the downplaying of it. Notice he did not deny it, sis. He didn't deny it. Mm-hmm. What did he do? He tried to overwrite it by saying, don't forget about what we've done since I've been in the office. He never denied it. Oh, come on, y'all.
People seem to think that the list ain't coming out because his name is on it, but who knows? But the survivors, I think it was yesterday or the day before yesterday, the survivors had their own press conference. So let's play that clip.
Epstein's reach went to the very top of fashion, arts, and entertainment. This did not just happen to underage girls in Florida. In New York City, hundreds of young, ambitious women were abused by him. Epstein was not just a serial predator, he was an international human trafficker. And many around him knew, many participated, and many profited. And yet he was protected. So I stand here today for every woman who has been silenced, exploited, and dismissed. We are not asking for pity. We are here demanding accountability, and I'm demanding justice. Congress must choose. Will you continue to protect predators, or will you finally protect survivors?
Wow.
And also, I would like to announce here today, us Epstein survivors have been discussing creating our own list. We know the names. Many of us were abused by them. Now, together as survivors, we will confidentially compile the names we all know who were regularly in the Epstein world. And it will be done by survivors and for survivors. No one else is involved. Stay tuned for more details.
She dropped the mic. Mic drop. Bloop. Mic drop. Bloop.
Now
She dropped
here's the
mic.
thing. Now this is where Dr. Reynolds is probably, what she shared has to be of concern, because see, these are the women. They know who they are. Now we have an obligation, Tracy. Gospel Access has an obligation, knowing that we're led to bring this up, knowing that the viewers and the listeners that will view and listen to this broadcast, what has to happen now? We have to pray for them. We have to pray for their protection, because they will come out after you. These guys are going to make sure if any of them dies, it's going to be suspiciously. We'll know it's not suspicious. We know why. It will be because of something like this right here. If there are any attacks, because they're going to try to silence, because if it gets out, which it will, then before you know it, it's going to cost countless of individuals that are in positions of power. And when that information gets out there, it's going to be different.
Yeah, I actually thought the same thing. I like how they're taking it in their own hands, but somebody just put in the comments, I just read it. Charlene, she said, powerful men with money should not get a hall pass. You're absolutely correct. And what I was thinking was the same thing you just said, Pastor Rao. It's like the protection, because this has been swept under the rug for years.
Yeah.
And Epstein himself died mysteriously, right?
That's
so
right.
and I think two of the women who were survivors of this horrendous act have already committed suicide. So this is like huge, and I just pray that these women are protected if they're gonna do this. I know a lot of men that knows who they are. They're shaking.
Yes, ma'am.